Welcome everybody to the Todd and Erin Noontime Jamboree. Friday before
You're
Easter.
not an Eagle Scout anymore, honey. We're going to have to move on, find something more mature, like Nooner.
Once an Eagle Scout.
Always an Eagle Scout.
Once an Eagle Scout. Always an Eagle Scout. Be prepared.
With
Thank
palms.
you. All right, so
I don't know what those are.
So we're going to explain Easter to you and why you eat certain foods.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
We also
either.
have $10 Hamilton tickets and how you can get them.
How much are they normally?
A lot.
Okay,
A lot. And then, of course, there's a Yahoo who decided to carve something.
No, that's right here. I want to do
right
this.
out. Let's do it now then.
Because you're a crime fighter. You've all been deputized. Raise your right hand. I'm a deputy. You're done.
Okay.
And we're after someone. Show them the picture.
This is like so appalling to me.
So this family is standing in Corona Arch. And they...
Now, if you don't know about Corona Arch in southeastern Utah, this is an incredibly rare...
Thousands of years
old, extraordinarily valuable in terms of history, what it means. It's also one of the, an area that's protected by the National Park Service. I mean, this is like a federal treasure. And this guy...
has lasted thousands and thousands of years. It has survived earthquakes and rain and fire and all these different things. And this idiot with his family go and show up and they carve some symbols of their family above them. And as they were doing this, two hikers walked by and they went, whoa.
And basically, this is their post. They said, hiking related. We were hiking Corona Arch yesterday in Utah, and the guy in the red shirt proudly made his mark on the arch. Even after we asked him to stop, he kept digging into it with his knife. Then, of course, sent his two teenage boys down to switch plates on their trucks so we couldn't spot them.
So he, the hikers are taking this picture as they were having their picture taken by someone in their party. So they went down and switched their plates, which they did get away. But this is where you become the crime fighter. Let's just look at their faces for a while, shall we?
Closely.
Now, if you know who they are, there's somebody you should call.
Yeah, that would be the Bureau of Land Management. Their number is 801-539.
There you go.
4237. This is a violation of federal law. I mean, aside from just being mean and awful, and it's like, really? Do you think we all want to see your mark?
It survived thousands and thousands
only to be violated by
this Yahoo.
And it reads 18R and then like lesser than 3J.
To stand for something.
Isn't that beautiful? And I'm sure that goes in with all of the historic significance beautifully. But yeah,
this happens every year. People don't get it.
Oh,
they
I'm glad
don't get it. It's like you are the knucklehead.
And he set up his camera to do, a time shoot, and they're all standing there posing proudly.
I'm
like,
not sure
this
how
is
he did
super.
the photo. Yeah, I'm not.
But nonetheless, the hiker also got them in their warm and tender family moment. But
nice.
It's so hard to explain this, but it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. So, if you know that family, first of all, just share the crap out of this thing.
Yes, that would be
delightful. They've got like 150,000 people just came out, so 150,000 people are out there doing it. Go ahead and share it with as many people as you can, and let them figure out what they did wrong, and let the authorities convince them of that.
I think a fine would be good. I think a fine would be super.
I think a huge fine would be fine.
I'm very disappointed, but the worst part is that you're teaching your kids that, like, it's perfectly okay to destroy anything you want as long as it's good for us.
You should be an idiot too.
Yeah, great lesson there.
Hamilton tickets, $10. No, that's false because aren't they usually like 100 and something?
Well, they're doing a little something, and you have to download the Hamilton app, but it's easy peasy. I already did it, and there will be 40 tickets every night available for one Hamilton or $10. And this is how it goes. The show plays from April 11th to May 6th down at the Eccles Theater in downtown Salt Lake.
Right.
There's evening performances every day. There's also matinee performances from April 12th to the 29th. In any case, if you want to get one of the $10 tickets, you have to enter a lottery. So it's pretty simple. Just go to the Hamilton app, or you can also go to the show's website. And then the lottery opens 2 days before each performance, and then 40 tickets are available for the show.
You kind of lost me at the whole...
All right, here's the deal. Basically, just go and enter. And then, like 2 days later, they'll let you know if you got tickets to that.
$10.
I mean, seriously, that really excites me. I
Your
would love
sister
Julie?
has been, I don't know how she's survived.
I know.
Because she flew to where to watch it?
New York City. She went to the original stage.
New York City. And she knows. I sat down. We were having a family dinner. Sat down, and I mentioned the word Hamilton because I kind of like history. And I said, "How does the play?" And she was just like, "Wow."
And it is. It's
and there was
magnificent.
45 minutes of information.
Oh, you love it.
I did love it.
So lottery winners are notified via email or text message by 11 a.m. the next day before the performance, and so that gives you a chance to get babysitters and everything. So
Nice.
$10 Hamilton tickets, 40 shots each evening. That's worth it to me.
All
I'll
right.
be doing it.
We know what's happening on Sunday. Yeah.
This is very exciting.
All right. I haven't seen these for so long.
Those are cross buns.
Cross
Buns. Why are cross buns so crucial?
We don't know, do we?
Why? I could turn to the internet.
You have some information in front of you. Don't be foolish.
Well, basically, let's be honest. Easter primarily is you make a fabulous meal. You have maybe a nice trip to church and everybody is happy. I've got something in my eye, excuse me.
It's okay.
And then, the Easter Bunny comes. Now, if you've got kids who still believe the Easter Bunny, cover their ears right now.
What did you say?
Zoe figured it out because I had cut out and made gigantic floppy bunny prints. Thanks, Pinterest.
She caught you?
That I put, I put them, no, she didn't catch me, but I put them all over the backyard, so I followed the bunny prints, and she looked at them, she picked one up, and she went, Mom, you made this out of paper, and gave me this look of such pity, that and that's when she was 4. So, in any case, but there's more. Good Friday is actually one of the more mysterious parts of this. It comes after Maundy Thursday, which commemorates the Last Supper of Jesus Christ with the apostles.
Okay.
And then Good Friday is the Friday before Easter Sunday.
Okay.
And the Anglo-Saxon name for Good Friday was actually Long Friday due to the long fast imposed upon this day. Sadly, it doesn't look like any of us are fasting today. So, there's that. Now, as a given, the cross buns are
Just keep talking.
reminiscent of the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for us all when he hung upon the cross.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to be honest, eating the buns look delicious and I'm ready, but
Don't even go there.
it just seems like a representative
Seriously,
that is...
don't even go there.
Okay, well, there you go. So you eat warm hot cross buns on Good Friday with our combination of spicy, sweet, and fruity flavors have long been an Easter tradition with pastry cross on top of the buns, symbolizing and reminding us of the cross that Jesus was killed upon. Now, they used to be sold by street vendors who would sing a song about hot crust buns, 1 for a penny, 2 for a penny, hot crust buns, which really kind of sucks as a little song, but they probably didn't get a lot of musical training. And then, of course, Christians will often gather on Easter Sunday for a service to mark the resurrection from the death of Jesus from 3 days before. Now, another one that I thought was interesting is the simnel cake. I've never heard of this. It's a fruit cake covered with a thick layer of almond paste. This sounds more like Daisy's British fruit cake.
Right.
And then 11 balls of marzipan are placed around the top to represent the 11 true disciples, excluding Judas, who, of course, betrayed Jesus. Anything with marzipan, I'm prepared to get 100% behind.
Your family.
Do you know where the eggs came from, though?
Eggs, chickens.
Symbol of rebirth, right? The first eggs given at Easter were birds' eggs, painted in bright colors to give them further meaning as a gift. The chocolate version didn't actually show up until the 20th century. Yeah. Now, the funny thing about this, they say the size of the chocolate age has grown over the decades. And when it used to be the size of perhaps a hummingbird egg, like that, now it's really more representative of an ostrich. Yeah.
And by the way, where did this crap start with giving kids bikes on Easter?
Yeah, that I'm not sure, but that might be one of the things we can blame on Zoe's class again.
I have a suggestion for you. It's a safety tip for Easter. Make sure you write the date, the year, on the eggs. Because in case they're not found this year, you don't want to necessarily bite into one of those. You're welcome. Would you want to say anything else about Easter? I just timed mine better. I want to tell you about some science, USU. Once again, I am amazed. I'm amazed that
Those are really good.
they are really good.
Yeah, they're delicious.
That's the Utah State University professor Stephen Whitmore had some of his students, and they're engineering students. And basically what he did, and NASA's been working on this for 7 years. They developed a small engine that goes into the rocket, and it turns and adjusts the angle of the rocket, or satellite for that matter. So basically what they did is they made it green. They made compressed air to do it, as opposed to, what was the name of this stuff? Hydrazine. Which, if it leaks, it makes your eyeballs explode, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Die.
It's a fairly toxic substance.
Contaminates everything. So anyway, it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot safer. They made it in a couple years with the grad students.
That's just amazing. And the grad students were so cute. They weren't rude, but they were like, we're kind of surprised it's taken this long for them to switch over, because it was an option that's been there for many years.
So basically, they were using scuba tanks. That kind of pressurized stuff. And
oh my God.
Now that explosions and stuff are less likely. And I just think that's so cool. You're right. It's just like, as soon as they privatized NASA, next thing you know, people are all flying around. Rockets, SpaceX, all these things.
I really, really wanted to get space once before we die. Just once I want to be able to see outer space. I don't even have to stay up there very long. I just want to see it. I do.
I'll get you a ladder.
It's my dream.
It is your dream, isn't it?
Honey, if I wanted to do it with a ladder, I could just call one of the Flat Earth guys and get on his rocket.
This is true.
All right, let's go to Daisy. She's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you, of course, by Always Black Friday, where it is 30 to 75% off every day, 12th Street in Ogden. Utah credit approval. Look, these guys know that sometimes your credit can get messed up for a variety of reasons, and so they are there with reliable automobiles, usually within the same day. You can find them at utahcreditapproval.com. And all Utah plumbing, heating, and air. Look, it's about to be summer. Do you know what your swamp cooler's been doing? I don't either. But we should probably call them. You can go that at allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, my dear, what's going on today?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making news on Friday, March 30th on GephartDaily.com. 41-year-old Jared Baum, who has been arrested for the murder of Eureka teens Riley Powell and Breezy Otterson, has a long criminal history, it has been revealed. Baum has a Utah felony arrest record dating back 23 years. He has been charged multiple times with assault and assault by a prisoner, with theft, and with possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person. Baum was arrested Thursday after the recovery of bodies believed to be those of Powell and Otterson were recovered from deep in an abandoned mine in Utah County. The bodies showed stab wounds. The hands of the male and female had been bound behind their backs. Routine traffic stops are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Just ask the West Valley City police officer who tried to pull over a car on northbound I-215 Thursday morning. As the officer approached the car, it rolled down an embankment and 3 men jumped out and tried to scale a chain-link fence. 2 were captured at the scene. When officers searched the suspect's car, they were startled to find a loaded pistol with an extended clip and what appeared to be a silencer, along with some jewelry. Not only that, one suspect taken into custody was wearing ballistic body armor. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information on the case is asked to call the West Valley City Police Department. And Utah is one of several states west of Texas to enjoy wage increases of 4% or more, according to a report released this week. The U.S. Department of Commerce says that the average growth across the United States is 3.1%. Washington State had the best numbers with a 4.8% increase in personal income between 2016 and 2017. Idaho came in a close second with a 4.7% spike. Utah and Nevada enjoyed a 4.4% increase, with Colorado, California, and Arizona doing almost as well. And time now for a look at the Wasatch Front weather, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors at Brio Technologies, Utah's most amazing audiovisual specialists, and by Magic Wash, home of the long-lasting ceramic car wash with outlets in South Ogden and Layton. The Wasatch Front will enjoy smooth sailing weather-wise now and through at least Wednesday. Temperatures are expected to be in the upper 60s, maybe even venturing into the lower 70s on Saturday, Easter Eve, just in time for the egg hunts. Skies should be clear except for scattered clouds, so enjoy your holiday weekend. That's it for now. For more news and weather 24/7, go to gebhardtdaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
All right, welcome back. Well, thank you, Daisy, by the way. I got to tell you about Utah Plumbing. If you went out and turned your sprinklers on and there's a geyser or geysers, or it looks like Yellowstone in your yard, you might want to call Utah Plumbing. They do all the different kinds of jobs. They'll keep all the water on the inside of the pipes and hitting your lawn the way they should. Just go to allutahplumbing.com. All right, time for Tell Me Something Good.
This is pretty cool.
I got the story right here.
I've always loved dogs. They always do magnificent things.
Dogs are good. Cats are nice too, but dogs are cool.
Gil runs outside a lot, so that's almost the same thing.
24-year-old kid is his buddy, and they're going down the river on their tubes, and they get tipped over. And one of the kids, he swims to the side. The other dog, the dog is sitting on the dock watching, and the other guy makes about 3/4 of the way over, except for it's really cold, and all of a sudden he cramps up.
And the dog at this point is the smartest one of the three of them because, once again, he's on the dock.
He's staying on the dock, so
Poor
he
thing.
barks and stuff. And evidently, something about this dog made the dog jump into this water, swim against the current over to him. He grabbed the collar of the dog, and the dog swam back and put him on the dirt.
Well, the amazing thing is, he says, I'm scared because I think the only thing I'm going to do here is drown the dog along with me. But the dog was insistent, which is why he grabbed his collar. And the dog apparently was incredibly strong.
Let me give you the example.
I love this pooch.
If this was our dog,
Gil,
and I was the man in the water, and Gil was up on the dock, and I will now do my impression of Gil. Hey, where's the extra bag of dog food, huh? Where you going? The dog food. That's my dog.
Yeah, that was good. But he'd be super plucky and perky while he did it. He'd be like, good luck, Dad.
It's like if we ever get broken into, there's burglars and stuff, he'll go, the flat screen's in the other room. Take this one, it's really old. Get that one over there. Can I have a treat?
Yeah, that's pretty much Gil.
Pretty much our dog.
Yeah. But on the bright side, they had the heroic dog, which is lucky.
We warned you today we were going to give away something all week long. Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. Everything they have, the side dishes are good enough just to have while you're there. But
I haven't had garlic mashed potatoes in so long.
We've got enough of a dinner for you and 3 others that you are going to love this place. And all you have to do, and what you did, was to make a comment about Christopher's.
It's just this simple. All you have to do, seriously, is just say, I like Christopher's, whatever. And it really doesn't matter what time of the day or night or whenever you're watching this, because we keep giving them away every Friday. So you can just say, I like Christopher's, or give me steak, or something on the Facebook page for Gephardt Daily or Gephardt Approved.
She did.
Or if you're with us on the Todd and Erin page, do the same. And Marianne Howarth is our winner this week. Congratulations, honey. I'll be contacting you, and I'm sure you'll be sending me some taunting photographs of delicious food. But make sure you sign up so that you can do this next week and we can pick you as a winner.
All right, so coming up, you've got something about flying and fear and a virus.
Yeah.
You going to tell me about that?
This isn't fun at all.
All right, it's coming up after this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Here's what's making national and world headlines on Friday, March 30th on Gephardt Daily. Experts have begun clearing thousands of landmines at a site in the West Bank where Christians believe Jesus was baptized. For 50 years, 8 churches at the holy site have stood empty and deserted when the mines were laid around them during the Six-Day War in 1967, a conflict between Israel and the Arab nations of Jordan, Syria, and Egypt. In 2016, a humanitarian group launched a project to clear the minefields surrounding the churches. Organizers began the work this month in the hopes that the project will clear away not only landmines, but conflicts from the past. The site is where Christians believe John the Baptist baptized Jesus and is considered one of the holiest places in the Christian world. Clearing the estimated 2,600 mines is expected to take about 2 years and will open doors for tourism, officials hope. In North Carolina, a close relative of the tobacco plant is being tested for use in a flu vaccine. The plant, described by some as a cousin of the one used to make cigarettes, could cut the vaccine-making process from months to weeks if scientists are correct. The current vaccine-making process uses chicken eggs. Producers are in phase 3 of clinical trials for the plant-based vaccine-making process, with hopes that the product will hit the market for the 2020 and 2021 flu season. And according to a recent study, eating out is less healthful than eating home-cooked meals. What a surprise. A study out of George Washington University and UC Berkeley has found that people who eat more fast food had higher levels of phthalates, toxic chemicals linked to fertility problems, pregnancy complications, and other health issues. Phthalates are used to make plastic and vinyl softer and more flexible. It is also used in gloves used by restaurant workers and in takeout boxes. Time now for the Wasatch Front weather, brought to you by our distinguished sponsors at Brio Technologies, Utah's top audio-visual specialists, and also by our brand new friends at Magic Wash, home of the ceramic car wash with outlets in Layton and South Ogden. Wasatch Front weather will be mostly dry and sunny through the weekend. Expect mostly clear skies and a less than 10% chance of rain. It should be a mild weekend, good for all kinds of activities and for strutting Easter fashions. Sneak out early today if you can and enjoy some chocolate eggs or some colorful peeps. Just say the Easter Bunny made you do it. That's it for now. For more news across the nation and around the world 24/7, go to GebhardtDaily.com. For now, Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thanks, Daisy.
All right, this is pretty cool. Papillon Recovery Center. It's actually integrated recovery center. The reason I wanted to tell you about it is I know a lot of people who I love dearly who have gone through rehab, and they slid back, and it happens again and again sometimes. Well, basically, Papillon kind of researched this and tried to figure out what they could do that would stop this sliding back into the old habits and the problems. And so that's why they came up with an entirely new system. Now, number one, it's one of the most affordable drug and alcohol treatment programs pretty much anywhere, but they have a personalized long-term recovery plan to make sure that they can continue on with this, because so many people are frightened not knowing where they can receive treatment. And of course, they also do everything they can to take every possible insurance to make this even more successful. This is the best tools for a successful lifelong disease management and practices. Now, it's also very simple. You can just go to Papillon and Papillon.com, and they will be able to give you a little bit more information. But it's a great start, and it's something you should do now.
I have a story.
Yes.
And it's a hospital that gives back.
Really?
Hey, isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you go down there and, you pay for the hospital room, and they give you a little extra. You have
Wait, with today's rates, that's pretty good stuff.
Sure is. 14 years ago, Amy Bright went and had a baby.
Aw, congratulations,
14 years
sweetie.
ago. Oh, how nice. And she had C-section. Everything went great.
Yeah.
Went to C-section and everything was fine. Except for that she started developing chronic back pain.
Maybe from lifting the baby and stuff, or?
Years.
Oh, that's not good.
Years of being diagnosed with this, that, or the other. And for
Usually
some
they say
reason,
sciatic nerves.
and for some reason, no one had ever taken an x-ray of her.
Wouldn't that seem to be an obvious thing to do?
Because if you took an x-ray of her, she would have a needle stuck in her spine. Kind of like that. This is not an actual photograph.
Oh my God.
And it was just the end of it.
This is the epidural needle, and it broke off during delivery.
Right.
I'm stuttering.
Yeah.
It broke off during delivery. Okay.
No, so I had a spinal thing when I had my surgery done, and they put pain relief things in my back. But this thing just grew into the bone, and it was there for 14 years. You know what she's going to do?
The point is, though, is that with
lawsuit,
these epidural needles, they're 10 centimeters long, and there is a safety thing on there's a safety thing on the end where you're supposed to examine it to make sure that you've got the entire needle out. So, and the frustrating thing is that if they had actually done surgery to get this back out of her, then she would have been okay.
Okay.
But
enough.
But now they say that if they try to remove it, she'd be paralyzed for life. Here's the problem with this.
The problem's over. I didn't think we were going to go to Needle Talk Central.
Here's the problem. She gave birth in a Navy hospital, right?
I don't know.
Well, give me that.
I'm done talking about it.
Give me that. Yeah, I was right. Florida's Naval Hospital in Jacksonville in
What's
2003.
the point? What's your point?
You can't sue the military. It's one of the things you can't sue for malpractice in the military. So how is she going to handle this? How is she going to get taken care of?
I was trying to keep it an uplifting story.
Which part of that is uplifting? She had a needle that grew into her spine.
We can't talk about that anymore because there's something really important we have to talk
All
about,
right, go on.
and that is you being a crime fighter. We will give you the target, the bad people,
The nemesis.
and you've got to find them. We're going to give you a picture coming up next.
The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, there's a short 4-minute quiz, and at the end of it, you can find a whole array of mortgage options, and someone will call you back from Fink and McGregor within the next business day. Also by Utah Credit Approval. Go to utahcreditapproval.com because they know that bad things happen to good people, but that shouldn't stop you from repairing your credit and getting a reliable automobile at utahcreditapproval.com. And also all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. John has 24/7 service because he knows that emergencies can happen any time of the day or night. And right now they have a $69 special to check out all your heating systems to make sure they're working well. Just go to allutahplumbing.com.
Oh,
right, we're
welcome back. Todd and Erin, morning, noon thing, Friday. Are you doing it good on a Friday? Okay, so we want you to be policemen, detectives, if you will. McGruff, the crime people. We're going to show you a picture right now. This is down in
Corona Arch, which is southeastern Utah.
here's a family.
Now, a couple of hikers were walking by, and they noticed that the man was carving something into the ancient
Petroglyphs.
petroglyph-ridden stone.
You know.
And he was carving. They said, "Dude, can you stop? That's against the law." And the man ignored them and continued to finish. And then it set their camera, and they were sitting for a family photo like this.
And the hikers got a picture of him. He then sent 2 of the kids down to block the license plates on his truck, so we don't know.
Because,
Who
you know,
that
he
is.
didn't do anything wrong or anything.
Show it
So
again.
They got their super awesome little picture. Yeah, and
Imagine-
he had the inscription 18R, a mathematical symbol 3J, which of course must have beautiful meaning to them, and just
The
totally
3 little jerks.
screwed up.
It's not the jerks.
No, it's not their fault. It's their dad.
So here's a point. The thing has lasted for thousands and thousands of years until Jerkface shows up. So we want to
Yeah.
bring, it's federal crime. We want to bring him to justice. Share that. Share the show. Do what you have to do.
National Parks, the National Parks and Bureau of Land Management said
Right.
this is a federal crime. They would like you
Right.
to call them if you know who this man is. 801-539-4237.
Well, thanks for joining us this
Wow.
week. It's been a great week. You've got a great Easter holiday coming up on Sunday. Great weather to enjoy it. And everything is, well, just thanks very much for being part of what we do.
All right, and don't forget to look on our Facebook page, Todd and Erin, or you can also check on Gephardt Daily under our Todd and Erin page. I will have the extensive, exhaustive list of all of the Easter egg hunts along the Wasatch Front.
With the nice weather, I think it's time to go and do our own crime reporting and start busting some of the guys who are golfing instead of being at work on this lovely Friday. We'll see you Monday.
Awkward.
Happy Easter.